Hello. I have come to do the challenge, or I'm not doing the challenge. I'm just gonna have a little go at an example. Maybe we'll work on one. In my Facebook group, there are there's a template. It looks like this. I hope you can see it, because as usual my software has instantly stopped working. So it's called Funky Houses, but it was supposed to be called Wonky Houses, but for some reason I typed in funky, so it's now called Funky Houses. And I'm also going to link a video from the marvellous Gail Agostinelli, who has made a perfect video to kind of inspire this challenge. I started my list of challenges in, for January, and I did 12 challenges, and this challenge should have actually been 2 months ago. But I changed it because of something, and I can't for the life of me remember why, but I put it in for this month, and then Gail did her video, which was absolutely perfect timing. So I've cut mine out in cardboard, but I'm going to be layering up to make them a little bit more kind of three-dimensional. So I've got some extra cardboard here. This part of the house will probably stay as it is, and I'm going to work on this one. I think my idea was I was going to create all 3 tags and then put them in a little binder ring thing. I've kept the original template because I might use that to cut something else out, but I'm going to flip it because I'm going to use this side of my tag. I am going to start by inking with ground espresso around the edge. Now, if you wanted to make these more of a feature kind of piece, you could fill them with modelling paste like I did the tags I've done recently. But for this purpose, this is just Amazon packaging. I'm just going to ink. I'm going to probably ink again at the end, but I wanted to give them a start. Now for this one, I'm going to keep it quite simple because I don't think I've got too much time, and I am literally going to glue this piece on here. I've just got, oh, that piece is a bit more interesting. I've just got, I know, I'll have to bring it in. I don't know if I can, but I've just got my scrap box with bits of cardstock here from paper pads. So like I said, I'm going to keep this fairly basic and straightforward. It's just as an idea of what you could do. You could make a tag. You don't have to use the template, which is in the Facebook group. You don't have to use that at all. You can make your funky house out of anything. You could use a box, you could use fabric, you can use cardstock, you can paint, you can do whatever you like. This was just because obviously I like to provide some kind of template and idea for the kit, for the challenge every month. So I'm going to cut around this. Okay, so keep that here in case I need that again. I am going to cut my template. I'll cut the roof off my template like so. Make sure I get that the right way round, and I'm going to use another scrap piece of cardboard, and I'm going to cut my roof out again. Right, so that will sit on there, and then I'll actually use a couple of these scraps to hold that up a little bit higher. Doesn't have to be. Okay, so I now need to find something that would work quite like this. I'm going to grab my pencil this time. Okay, now what I also want is I actually want a little bit of a chimney on this house. So I keep going off to cut because I have my little scrap pile over there. And this is going to go between the two houses, the two layers. Just going to cut that there. And then find another cardstock, something quite small maybe. And this seems to be going in the direction of blues. So let's have that at the tip. Okay, I'm actually going to glue this one down. If I can decide which way I want my chimney to go, that way. I'd love to know if any of you guys use a mirroring software that actually stands up and works, because I'm so fed up with trying to pay for these things and they just don't work. I can understand if Wi-Fi goes or something like that, but okay, there's our funky. We might not need the whole of this piece actually. I'm just gonna cut that because I'm gonna have my chimney popping out of the top there, like so. Right, I'm gonna glue some of these pieces together. Right. Cool, I like that so far. Right. So I need a door, and I'm just going to cut my door straight out. Have something like that, and then I want a couple of windows. I think I'm going to have one. Whoops. Let's try that again. That's a bit big. So I'm going to have this as my square window. Ah, I see the problem. Cutting onto a glass mat. Not very useful. So I'm going to have a square window there. I'll just cut us, and then I'm going to have a longer window there. Right, so I'm not gluing this yet because I haven't quite decided if I'm going to sew. I might do a little bit of sewing here. So what have I got for windows? These would be quite good if I could get those numbers in. Just check there's nothing awesome on the other side. So the trouble with some of this paper is you cut it out and then you realise you've cut out something amazing on the other side. So I'm going to kind of line that up. So this out. So this is a great little project to use up those scrap cardstock pieces you have. And I think I'm going to go for Sunday on the other window. Right, so for our front door, let's see what we have. A nice red front door would be good, wouldn't it? I think yeah, or maybe this. I think I'm going for that. Actually, I think maybe I should have done something with the windows a little bit brighter, but that's okay. Now, I'm actually not so sure about that door. No, I think I'm going to keep with the red. Now, what I am going to do is I'm going to sew. I'm going to sew a little bit on these pieces, not the base. Maybe. No, I don't think I'm going to sew on the base, but I'm going to sew on a little bit of these. So I'll be right back. I've sewn my pieces, only a tiny bit. I've done a tiny bit of sewing across the chimney. I've sewn some wavy lines on the roof. I've just gone around the windows and I've just sewn around the door, and I've put a little window in the door with stitching. So that is the sewing I'm going to do. So I'm going to ink this whole thing. Love those windows. I'm wondering if I should do maybe a little bit of stenciling at the back there, just to make that background a little bit more interesting. And I'm also wondering if I could use this is Art Alchemy from Finibar. I'm never sure how to pronounce that, and this is sage leaves. It's a little wax. I think I definitely need a little bit of stenciling, something going on here, just to make this a little bit more interesting. Let me grab my stencils. Yeah, I've got a stencil. Any stencil would work, I'm pretty sure. You don't have to use this. Obviously you can't use this one because I cut this myself. I don't want this to be too overpowering, so I'm going to dab some off before I ink. And then I forgot to dab off there, didn't I? Okay, let's do a little bit down the other side. Oh, I did it again. Actually forgot to dab off. Well, that's quite cool though. Yeah, I'm liking that. But what I do need to do, I think, is put a little something on this door. That's better. And maybe a little bit on this roof. Yeah. Way more interesting. Way more interesting. So, right, I'm just going to glue my pieces in. There is my finished house. It's still pretty bland actually. Could have gone a lot brighter and a lot more funky for that. But I hope it's given you some ideas for this month's challenge. So, funky houses, tags, funky house tags. They don't have to be tags, but have some fun with it. I was so pleased with the funky chicks, no, crazy chicks. They were absolutely awesome. So the template is in the Facebook group. It will run till the end of the month. And thanks again. See you soon. Bye.